So last week we spoke about learning to trust yourself again. After you begin trusting yourself, there is another battle that then appears. And that's what we want to be talking about today on Tsamba kuMwana Wangu. This is the battle of waiting. You see, that is because many of us are not where we were expecting to be in life by now. Maybe in your mind you were thinking the business, you would have grown faster, would have been at a better stage. Maybe you're thinking the marriage that you are in would have gone to certain places already. Or maybe if you're not married, you're thinking, I would have been married by now. You thought maybe because you were broken, your healing would have come to you already. Or maybe you thought, since I've been working in this job for a long time, my promotion was due. You thought life would make more sense by now. And if we're being honest with each other, waiting can be exhausting. Waiting is exhausting. This is not because nothing is happening, but because we cannot always see what is happening. You see, that's the most difficult part. One of life's hardest realities is that growth is often invisible. We don't see it. Before it is visible, a lot is going on. A farmer plants a seed and sees nothing for weeks. Yet, in the ground, beneath the soil, roots are developing. The seed is not failing. It is preparing. And sometimes that is exactly what is happening in our lives. Sometimes we confuse delay with denial. Sometimes we confuse slow progress with no progress at all. Sometimes we confuse preparation with punishment. We think we're being punished by life. Meanwhile, life is quietly building things that we cannot yet see. Think about this. Think about your own life. There are things you can handle today that would have overwhelmed you, say maybe 5-10 years ago. There are conversations you can easily have today that you once avoided. Imagine this. Look into your life. You will realize that disappointments you survived that once felt impossible. You never thought you could live through that. That is growth. Not loud growth. No, of course not. But it is real growth. So the danger of waiting is that it tempts us to compare our timeline with other people's timelines. You see someone building their house. You see someone getting a promotion. You see someone getting married. You see someone launching a business. You see someone posting, traveling the world. And suddenly your own journey starts to feel like it doesn't make sense. You start feeling behind. But then, guess what? Life is not a racetrack. It is a personal journey. Some people bloom at 20, others bloom at 50. Some find purpose early in life, others discover it after years of struggle. Neither journey is wrong. The problem begins when we start measuring our lives using someone else's clock. Because this is what comparison does. Comparison steals peace from the waiting season. So right now, allow me to remind you of something important. Not every season is harvesting season. There are seasons for planting. There are seasons for learning. There are seasons for healing. Some seasons are even for rebuilding. And if you rush your season, if you rush your process, you might miss the lesson. You might miss the results of that season. Imagine a cake being rushed through its time in the oven. It will be a half-baked cake. You can't eat that. So the person who learns patience becomes the strongest person in the room. The person who learns to persevere becomes the wisest person amongst us. The person who learns endurance becomes the most resilient. waiting is uncomfortable, very uncomfortable, but it can also be transformative. So what do we do while we wait? Now, this is important. When we say we are waiting, it is waiting that is wasted if you're waiting, not doing anything. First, keep showing up. Keep doing the work that is in front of you. Keep planting the seeds you can plant today. Do something. Secondly, celebrate the small progress. Not every victory arrives with fireworks. Some victories look like getting out of bed when life is difficult. Some look like paying one bill at a time. Some look like choosing hope after disappointment. Imagine a seed sprouting out of the ground. We need to celebrate that, finally, modzi iya yatunga yabuda paspevu. Hatisati takoa, but ngati pembererei, kumbo tunga kwaita modzi, kuva muvu. Thirdly, stop asking only, when will it happen? When will it happen? Start asking the question, who am I becoming while I wait? Because sometimes the greatest gift you can get in life is not when you finally arrive. It's not the destination. It is the person that the journey creates. And maybe this is the gentle truth somebody needs to hear right now. Your life is not behind. Your story is not over. Your waiting season is not wasted. Some of the most beautiful chapters of life begin after the longest periods of uncertainty. So if you're tired of waiting, I know it will be difficult. I know it's uncomfortable, but don't give up. Keep growing, keep learning, keep believing. Because just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is moving. You see, it is a great thing for you to wait, knowing that you wait in action, doing the things that I've just told you about. You know why that is important? Because it prepares you for the destination when you finally arrive. If you sit back, relax, and think you're waiting, no, you're not waiting. You are pausing. Nothing is happening. You draw closer to your goal. You draw closer to your miracle. You draw closer to your happy day. The more you are in action during your waiting. I usually say this, and I'll say this again, and I'll say this now. When we say wait, think about someone who does that for a job. A waiter. A waiter's job is to serve. Whilst you wait, think of how you can be of service. That way, your waiting is not going to be in vain. This was Tsamba kuMwana Wangu for today, where we were talking about the war of waiting. In 2026 on Tsamba kuMwana Wangu, our theme is a war against the war. Hondo, Yekurwisa, Hondo Yangu. And this is one war that we usually fight against, the war of waiting.